Cheers.
Hello, folks. Welcome to episode 30 of Deep Fried Neurons Happy Hour.
Wow.
I
can't believe we've been doing this for 30 years. It's amazing.
It kind of feels like that, doesn't it?
And it's still 2020.
Yeah.
Welcome to the 30th year of 2020.
Maybe like a maybe 12-week thing, tops. Oh, man.
How long is it? Like, what? How high are we going to get?
Yeah, it's insane.
I'm so high right now. Oh, wait. No. Sorry. I understand what you mean now.
What you drinking, Todd?
Yeah. What are you drinking, Todd?
What am I drinking, Todd? Oh, I'm drinking Uncle Nearest Whiskey 1856 Premium Whiskey.
Good stuff.
It's very good. It's a black-owned distillery, I believe.
Yep.
And already halfway done with it.
I like the
mighty fine.
This is nice. This is nice.
What you drinking?
I'm drinking. I might have drunk this before on the stream, but I don't recall. I'm drinking Polaner Hefeweizen.
Cool.
Another German beer. I
Enjoyment.
think I might have. I don't recall. But, yeah.
You might have.
Yeah. Mm.
You've definitely drank Polliner before, and you've definitely drank Hefeweizen before.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, Hefeweizen's I'm a fan of. So, yeah, I like my wheat beers.
Thank you.
But yes, and I also have a martini glass of trail mix.
Oh, I should get something like that.
Because it's happy hour, and you know.
Yeah, I don't really have any snacks back here at the moment.
That's a problem. Todd.
Uh-oh. Is Carlin leaving one set to go to the other set?
Is she gonna bring you some? She hasn't told us what she's drinking.
Oh yeah, Carlin, what are you drinking?
Tell us what you're drinking
drink
first.
Yet?
Yeah. So, if y'all remember the Tibby Coast from back in the episode something or other, the water keeper is another name for it. I made some, and it's been sitting in the fridge for a very long time. And it had ginger in it, and it's tasty. And I started drinking that about 4 o'clock.
Say what?
and I have now put it in a honey jar because we were out of honey, but I put the in the honey jar to give it a honey flavor with some lime juice and some whiskey and some triple sec. But I think the triple sec is a flavor too far, my usual flavor too far scenario.
That's your drink blog title.
Flavor too far.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I do it again, I would leave out the. Like you could maybe do the triple sec or the lime juice. It didn't need both.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the lime juice goes better with the whiskey honey vibe than the orange for my mood today. Anyway.
Sounds good.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Here, I'll show you some. I'll show something because you guys showed yours last week. That Matt Pinner sent you a lovely
that's cool.
I know, right?
Wow.
How freaking awesome is that? And it has one in the back.
Oh, and it's double-sided. Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, this side's not right, but it's like.
Oh,
look,
I got some
Carlin.
snacks.
Oh, that's
she
nice.
just left. No,
And
sorry,
it's a
she can't hear.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like so you can make it a Christmas ornament, for instance.
Yeah, I can make it an ornament.
That's
but it's
awesome.
not just like exclusively Christmas. I can hang this. In fact, I think I might like hang this in my window right here.
Totally. Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
That's super
Thank
duper.
you, Matt.
That's really cool.
That's so cool.
Ooh.
Thank you, Carlin,
Yeah,
for giving me almonds.
This is my version of your bowl of your flower pot.
Nice.
I know, right?
Yeah.
You know, if Matt really loved you, he would send you 5 more so you can make a hexagon. Oh crap! Is Matt on the chat? You didn't hear me, Matt. You didn't hear this.
Yeah, because our count just went down by 1. Thanks, Todd.
Bump. Yeah. Oh, dang it.
Oh. Yeah, but you showed yours last week. I figured I returned mine. It's pretty cool.
Oh, these are kind of weird. I mean, they're good, but they're weird.
What are they?
They are
Fancy
guara almonds with extra virgin olive oil and sea salt.
I don't think
So they're weird. They're kind of weird looking, and for almonds, and they're kind of greasy because they got olive oil, but they taste good. Yeah.
Seems like an appropriate happy hour snack.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah.
Never knew what guara almonds are, but hey.
What are guara almonds?
Guara almonds are like there's another kind of almond that they also sell. They're Marcona almonds. They're sort of like a fancy Italian almond.
Italian? Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah.
You take that R and flip it sideways, then it's guava.
Yeah.
Guava almonds, very famous almonds.
Almonds. Yeah. Anyway, are we doing?
Right. Here we go.
What are we doing first?
Oh. Let's do the
Do you want to be grateful for existence or show things?
Go for it. You tell me. Why don't you decide, Barb?
Thanks for rock paper scissors. All three. Wait. We gotta do it all together. Okay. 1, 2, 3, shoot. Okay. Rock paper scissors shoot.
Very little circle.
Over time.
Tag it me.
Rock paper scissors shoot. Yours is different, Todd. You go.
Okay, so yours is different. Yeah, so you.
All right, we should do thanks for existing.
Okay.
Yes, gang signs.
Yeah.
Gang signs. So you chose. So you go first, Todd.
All right, thanks for existing. I am actually. This reminds me because I'm missing it because we've not been there in several weeks. I'm thankful for Trader Joe's because Trader Joe's introduced me to so many things, so many food thingies I would have never experienced because I'm like a dumb kid from the sticks for the most part. Like what? There's different kinds of almonds.
Okay.
So I guess it's thank you, Trader Joe's. Someday we will be back there. I wish they delivered.
Been a Trader Joe's since before this all started.
Yeah. How about you, Barb? What are you appreciative of?
That was quick. Well, I was trying to pull up pictures, but okay. My thanks for existing. I am wearing, in some ways. I'm wearing my Critical Role LGBT Dice shirt. Don't forget to love each other. And my thanks for existing is Click Clack Math Rocks is polyhedral dice because they're lovely and wonderful. And this is the my bowl of some of my dice, which sits on my coffee table because they are so very pretty. I know this is not all of them. I have more. These are some of my favorite ones. But
it's like a bowl full of fidget hedrons.
Oh, I mean, if you want a thing full of fidgets, I got that too. But no.
Fidgehedrons.
But
that's a great term. Fidgehedrons.
Fidgehedrons? It should be. I have. No, that's okay. Fidgets will be another time. No, but I've got these guys, which are cool. I'm just gonna show the D20s because they're neat, and then I've got metal ones, which are
metal.
They are so satisfying to roll. They're so they're just oh. I rolled a 2, but who cares? Because they're so freaking satisfying. They're just oh. They're wonderful, and then there's pretty glittery ones.
Ooh, that's nice.
And other glittery ones. And this one glows under black light, but I don't have one on me. And that's a bronze one. And then I've got like this one, which is a raw one. I need to actually finish it. So it's like, this is like straight out of the mold.
Oh, wow.
So
So
I need
what
to,
does
like,
finishing it mean?
So like you sand down the sides with like very, very fine sandpaper, very fine. And then you ink the numbers.
Ah, yeah.
So
Do you like specially weight it so it always comes up the number you want?
that would be, if you were going to do that, that would be in the in the process before this. I have a, yeah.
Don't tell her players.
No, yeah, that's the thing. If I was a DM, I'd be a jerk DM. Like, oh no, your D20 rolled another 1. How unfortunate.
Well, they roll theirs. I mean, okay, but that's the
Oh,
20
people
on
bring
this
their
one.
own dice. I see.
Yeah, well, I mean, in a lot of these cases, actually, like I had the dice because when we first started, not everybody was like into it. So, like, I bought a pound of dice.
I love that that's a unit.
They sell them by the pound. They're super cheap ones, and but you know you can get them by the pound, and then you like start going.
Well, I've seen Ocean's 11. I know about getting certified dice.
Yeah. Okay. So, but here's the thing: because there are like custom. Yeah, you want to get me like going on dice. It's a whole thing. I do want to make some eventually, but not yet. But so here's the thing about like dice weighting and such. It is generally accepted for like artisan crafted dice that they're not going to be like the precision weighted things, but like, oh look, those are so pretty.
Oh, those are nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Oh, ooh.
Wow, those are cool.
There are
I'm
some
sure
just.
I'm sure they're not fair. But that's okay, right?
They're like close enough.
Isn't that life? Everyone thinks they're rolling the same dice, but not really.
Well, I mean,
but
hey, if you're allowed to bring your own dice to games, I'm totally going to bring my super weighted ones that always give me 20s or whatever.
Oh my gosh! Look, it has a cake in it.
Oh my god, cute.
A cake? Wow.
Yeah. Oh, see that?
Ooh.
See, you can get real crazy with like resin dice, and then like people have ones with very sharp edges, and then okay, wait. I follow all of the freaking.
That's really cool.
I follow all of the dice people, and it's dangerous.
I was really excited when I learned back in October that playing dice was part of some of the original kind of Halloween style festivals. It's sort of like liminal state, like the trick or treat. Part of the trick or treat tradition was like the common people could go play dice with the nobles.
Huh.
Was like part of what Halloween was. Yeah.
These are some metal ones. There's ice cream dice.
Nice.
There's a store here in Pasadena called Game Empire that has like all the cool gamey stuff that I don't really understand. But up at the front they've got like these huge things of dice, and that's the only part I want to go see. Of course, it's like at the front, so it's like I'm always in the way of people checking out.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Oh, look at that.
And John asked about rolling the bones, and like yes, some of the first dice were nickel bones.
Yeah.
Hello.
Or sheep knuckles.
Yeah. Where's my? Oh, I don't know where they are. But there's
Barb Noren. I know her.
Do you really? Only I can spell things right.
Those towers are also kind of cool.
I have more fancy almonds.
Okay, to be clear, your thanks for existing is not Critical Role, it's D20 dice.
Well, polyhedral dice, not just D20.
Polyhedral. Very inclusive.
Oh man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I was just pulling
and
those
all the
up,
craftsmanship. Look at that.
I mean, they're so freaking pretty, but there are, oh gosh, come on, I gotta find them. There are like stone, like you can get really nice like stone dice, that are fracking expensive, but gorgeous.
Yeah.
And yeah, I sit and I drool over these things for long periods of time. And there are ones that are prettier, and I don't know where they are, but I'll find them at some point here, and I'll show you. But yeah, so that's my thanks for existing. It's dice, and this is a 3D printed one. It's metal, and I got it off Shapeways, or it's from Shapeways, and it was a Christmas present from my brother.
Oh, cool. Hey. See, humans love the polyhedron. This is why Kepler was all about the Mysterium Cosmographicum. The we can describe the universe just with polyhedra.
I spent some time with polyhedra. Ooh. All right. I have a screen to share for.
So you do. There we go.
So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So this is every Friday. Well, somewhere between like sunset Thursday and Friday morning, a box of vegetables shows up on our house. And if I thought about it earlier in the week, I got to have a say in what was in it. If I didn't think about it earlier in the week, it just shows up with whatever they chose. And that is like a really good setup for me. Like some people who are like fancier cooks or whatever, like might only ever want to like choose. Like there's the Altadena Farmers Market where you can like order a box and go pick it up. But for me, knowing that like vegetables are going to show up whether you want them or not, Friday morning,
it forces you to eat healthier.
It has really been really good for us during lockdown when we can't like go out and like regularly grocery shop to just have it show up. And so every Friday, like while the Fried Neurons is happening, we have an Instapot going with the vegetables that we didn't eat yet that week, turning them into soup. And like so Friday, the new vegetables go in the fridge, the old vegetables go in the Instapot. It's been really good for us. And so I have to say, this like vegetables show up whether or not you want them or not box through Farm Fresh to You has been really great. It is not a sponsor. But that's
sponsor my belly.
We do have a promo code. If anyone wants, I'll put it in the blog post.
Granted, it's a Squarespace promo code, but it'll probably work.
Yeah, right. But I have to say, just like in general, this has been really like get yourself vegetables that show up without asking. I would also say though, instead of this. I don't think this would be as useful to us if we hadn't done like a Blue Apron or Purple Carrot scenario before. So I would say I didn't really learn how to cook growing up very much. That wasn't one of the transferred skill sets I got from my parents. And doing Blue Apron and then Purple Carrot, which is vegan, over the past, like at different times in the past 10 years, has really taught us, really, because we do them together to cook. And so if we hadn't done that before Farm Fresh to You, or before this box, I wouldn't have been so confident in what to do with these different vegetables. So food that shows up your house without you getting a say in what is in that food, I have to say thank you.
Yeah, and I have to reiterate, like, yeah, totally. If like you've never done one of these meal delivery services where they have like the pre-portioned out ingredients, you just kind of like assemble it all. It teaches you like some basic kitchen skills, which I didn't have. And like you don't have to worry about how much do I need at the store because it's all like given to you, and you get like 3 meals a week or whatever you want. And so like don't do it forever maybe, but do it for maybe a month or two, and you kind of get like oh, I see the patterns that are emerging from how to do things. You can kind of make your own things without having to know too much. It's
the cooking algorithms.
Yeah. So yeah, like HelloFresh, Purple Carrot, I don't know, Blue Apron, any of these things. Try for a while and see.
Hungry
if you
Root,
like
I guess Tom says he does. Which I've never. Yeah, they all seem to have their own specific shtick, but yeah.
Hungry root.
I don't know that.
That sounds
But yeah,
cool.
food that shows up without you having to do anything about it. Like, highly recommend.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. And so I'm very grateful, particularly right now in lockdown again. Like,
Is it lockdown fun? It's like an amusement park ride where you don't go anywhere. Oh, wait.
how about you, Barb? What did you do this week?
What did I do this week? Well, right now I found one more site with dice that I have to show you because this is just like just real brief. Because they're so pretty. Like,
So what I'm seeing from all this, Barb, is that you need to start getting into resin casting.
that's what I'm saying. And I've done some resin casting, and like I did this box. I told you I want to get into this, but like, and there's
Yeah,
so
you used to make your own. Yeah.
these are so that I know that's part of why I want to do. I mean, like, look how I like rainbows, and they're
These
just
are beautiful.
I know,
But
right?
I'm seeing the
Resin
problem
casting,
with
Barb,
all of
maybe
them, though,
You could
is that
do
they're all
some
the same
resin.
size. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Carla.
No, I was gonna say, Barbara, you could do some resin casting for your fish mist. You could do fish mist ornaments, parts of the robot.
I could. I don't think I would get the robot done though.
There's that.
There's that. Also, I'd rather not get like resin fumes here with my kitties.
Oh, that's the smooth on stuff. It's supposed to be pretty non-toxic.
Yeah, it can be tricky doing resin casting, especially doing dice, because like I've read a fair amount about people doing this, and it takes some time to really get it right. And I would
be UV curing booth.
Yeah. So I would want to, and I would also want to like model up my own dice, and honestly probably have somebody with a resin printer print me a master and then make a mold off of that.
Like the positive or whatever.
So am I hearing January project?
I should do it as some month's project. I don't know about January. I could. I mean,
and do it big. All these other dice are small. You need to make like two-handed dice.
This is your quarantine workout. It's like a medicine ball size dice.
It's the dice kettlebell or dice medicine ball.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's a very very niche market.
Yeah.
Nerds who want to work out with a medicine ball.
Speaking of niche markets.
Oh, Jay
and fish
dice model of profession.
Mm-hmm. What did you do? What did you do this week for Fishman?
Oh, me. Oh, it's me. So I started the next song, but it's not finished yet. I'm just gonna have to wait another week. It's getting there. I did, however, finish this nice Fishmas wreath, which is this is obviously kelp. Made from Sprouts plastic bags, because oh my gosh, all of the freaking plastic bags that everybody has around, and then not real kelp, or fortunately, I don't know.
Really good though.
And then there's like it's the cardboard underneath. It says cereal box that I did like a circle thing with, and the decorations are bottle caps that I painted. That one says Merry Fishmas. Why don't I go big? Hang on.
Yeah, go big.
Okay. So this was like I put things on the tree, and there's an octopus, and like some of them are pretty close. Like this.
Wait, what's the octopus bottle cap from?
I think that was a Grolsch before. I painted over it.
It's so perfect.
And then this is Moosehead. And the moose, you might think, hey, that's a land animal, but you know, seahorses. There's also sea moose. So this is a sea moose.
Oh.
This is one of those like very rare creatures that most people don't know about. But yes, it's a sea moose. So this is that. And I'm not sure if I'm going to put this on like my actual door. It would be kind of entertaining, but it would only be for 2 people. It would be because like my apartment is at the top of stairs right across from one other apartment. And so like the only people who would see it would be my neighbors who would be like, what the fuck? Which actually would be kind of amusing. I think I might do
it. Do it. Do it.
I'll do it. But yeah, so there's that. And then I also was working on Nixie. Didn't get quite as far as I'd like.
Yay, Nixie.
But I started, and I was trying. Oh, it fell off. So I showed like, this fell off. I was showing the previous ones, which were like this, with just a tube, and they were cut in, and they like fell apart. So I did new ones with the corset boning.
Oh, nice.
And oh, scheiße, this thing's not.
Language.
Yeah. Ugh, I unscrewed the bottom, and now it doesn't want to. Okay, but so wait. Here's one. There. So the fishing lines go up through here and go through actually little holes in these pillars to get them to the right spot, and then attach to this servo on top. And I was really hoping to get to test this
That's
this
clever.
week before now, except I have not gotten to yet. So, you know, that'll happen next. This is like the last big that might not work situation. So I'm hoping it works. And then
It'll
I started
work.
replacing. Yeah, I know. Thanks, Todd. You just jinxed it. I jinxed it way before that. And so then I was replacing these guys too, which I didn't show last week. Shoot. Am I here? Oh, Todd just went muted. I was like, the sound changed. Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm putting myself on mute because I'm being noisy.
That's fine. But these are, so some of them are the kind of the curling ones. And then the others are cable driven, so they can go in different directions.
That's really rad.
I would show you on the actual thing, but I have to have it plugged in. And the servo's going because it's all wired up to like the custom servo horns that I put in there, and it's a pain in the ass to get it out so I can show you. And it'll be another massive pain in the ass to put it back in. So I'm not going to. But yes, that's Nixie's current state.
Just remember to keep on robot.
What?
You guys remember the Keep On robot? Yeah, there was this cute video of it with the it was sort of like a chickadee
Find it.
thing. I'm trying to zoom if I can. Keep on.
Tell you what. Wow.
I put it in the chat, the private chat.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Here, I will share it. Well, I'll cast it. Todd can stick it in
This is
here.
the one.
Here.
This is the. Hold on a
Keep
second.
on in a top hat.
Share screen. Share screen.
Yellow. Oh, you sharing the screen?
I will share a screen.
Okay.
This is actually the This is the link. Got it? Okay, so if I go to this, you'll see.
Oh, this is gonna get us YouTube.
That's all we have to do. It's really cute. You can turn the. Anyway, it was this really cute. There, the volume. And it's using the same mechanism that you're using with strings to like do this movement.
Nice.
So
That's pretty cool. You just put 8 arms on that thing and it's an octopus.
Yeah. I think it's got like 8 axes of I think it's got like 8 threads in it, actually helping it do the different movement.
Need a lot of axis of articulation to get the groove on.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate the pointing out of the thing that would have made this harder work so very simple.
Sorry, I'm just keeping on.
No, it's pretty.
It's
pretty keep on. I like it. 2 servos, says Pinner. Cool.
Okay.
Neat. So who wants to go next?
I guess I can start us off. Because I have the stuff here. We have our tree is progressing. I can at least start off. This is
Oh, you actually brought it out. Cool. Closer to camera.
Yeah, you have to get it in context first.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah, there's 31 boxes, one per day.
Yeah, so what are people looking at here, Todd?
It's a tree with 31 boxes. So it's a calendar of sorts, but it's not in order. But then like in each box is something that represents each day of the week. Sorry, each day of the month.
Nice.
See if you can guess what each one is. Some are easier than others.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess that the 9 stands for 23.
Yes. See, there you go. Because there's 23 different movements that were done by the pen to make that.
Yep.
Okay, so since you did the 9, Todd, why don't you go ahead and talk about about your process?
Sure. Let me share my screen then, so that I can give you a updated what do you call it? Up front view of what's going on. So the cool thing about the plotter is that it takes and you put a pin in, and it draws with the pen. And so for the 9, for day 9 of the month of December, I decided to do something with the 8-segment display, which I really liked, and I thought having it be the 8, like a fully lit 8-segment display, but with one segment turned off, would be great for kind of demonstrating, the 8-segment display without it looking like just, some random shape. So this ink pattern is a black technical marker within a red sort of Sharpie-like marker to sort of make the red part. Just doing it with just red doesn't look as crisp. You almost need like the way comic books always like have black outlines around the characters. You almost need the black fine line around the subject to make it pop out. Yeah. And while the red is offset, it shouldn't be. This is one of the problems that we have with the AxiDraw. At least I have with the AxiDraw. Carlin's much better at it. Is getting the 2 different kinds of markers to line up, because they have different diameters. The barrel of the one marker is really big, and the barrel of the technical marker is very small. And when you stick them into the AxiDraw, you have to kind of rehome it. And if you're off a little bit, this is what you get, where it's like it makes it a cool kind of 3D effect in this case, but it's not really what I was intending.
Now, is there a reason that you didn't do the 8-segment display for 8?
I didn't have number 8.
You didn't have 8.
8 was Carlin. So, but I actually liked having 9 better for the 7-segment display because I think having the one segment turned off is looks pretty cool. And then since I guess since I'm going, I'll go a little more. For my 6, I wanted to. I was in like a sort of a 70s frame of mind with this, and so I decided to do hexagons because they're the bestagons, and so I did 6 hexagons, and I did this sort of yellow plus orange plus brown with a black outline, and see if this video works. And then, this is the sort of the final bit of it, putting down the outline, and I don't know if you saw this, but like there were so many hexagons in 70s sci-fi where like because there was like geodesic domes and space frames, like anything high tech was like made of hexagons, and
Because of course they were.
yeah, and so and so I figured like a hexagon pattern with like this very 70s orange and brown color scheme. I thought it looked kind of good together. It also looks a little bit like honeycomb, which is were also hexagons. And then my 4 that I worked on. I worked on 3 basically this week: the 4, 6, and 9. And my 4, where is it at? Here we go. Was the numbers that are at the bottom of checks, the weird font. It's called Miker for like magnetic ink character recognition or something. This is the 4 from that font, and I really liked how like by itself, without context, it doesn't really look like anything. But if you look at the whole font, like the series of numbers, it looks obviously like a 4. But this is a 4, not that you can really tell that it's a 4. And so that's what I did on my summer vacation. Here's a still of it. But yeah, so then Carlin did much cooler stuff, I must say.
Oh, well, thank you.
Like I think her designs ended up being much more interesting. Mine's are a little more literal.
I guess I'll share.
Bad, Jay. Bad.
I'm sharing a window. Yeah, so these are mine. These are mine. These are PNG files of the SVG files that I use to print them out or plot them out. There's the 2, which is like 2 hash marks.
You like it?
45 and negative 45. I create a cross in the middle and I filled it in with vertical lines. So there is no 2 in here. It's all just like lines. There's no actual 2 in there, which I think is kind of fun.
Yeah.
And that was using a Pigma Micron, really, really thin. Then a common Christmas plant is the holly, because it's evergreen. I mean, it's green this time of year, in places where not a lot of places, in places that don't have the benefits that we have here of like everything's still green. The holly is one. If you look at it on the actual printout, you'll see it's solid green and solid red, with black lines going on it. Because I didn't want these aren't closed shapes, these leaves, so I couldn't, and neither are these 2 berries aren't closed shapes. So there is a tool that will do a fill for you if you have a closed shape. But since I didn't have closed shapes, I had to hand create fill. This is 5 circles. 5 golden rainbows. So but I ended up making it more floral looking. There's something called the Christmas rose that's the border. The common flower with the pinnacle. So this is again. This I used technical pen again. This is called, and then colored pencil, but you have to weight the colored pencil. And so this is
So that's a binder clip with a bunch of little spherical magnets on top.
I think it's got a great 18th century French hairdo going on.
I am so into the resourcefulness of that particular situation.
And then 8, I had 8 that, and I decided to do something sort of like star-like. It's a tesseract. I think this is a really cool animation over on the right. It shows what it's like.
Yes.
Watch that all day.
Geometry.
Yeah, I know, right? How I made it actually is, you can see there's a square and then there's a square. Actually, it's probably easier to see than mine. There's like a square and then another square and then another square. And so you just keep rotating the triangles every 45 degrees. And you do that. You can do the same thing with pentagons for 10. You can sort of like take a pentagon and like rotate it like that and create a dodecahedron. But for 10, I decided instead to go, I went on Wikipedia and I looked up the number 10. And in the year 10 BC, the Romans brought a obelisk to Rome from Egypt to use as a sundial. And so I decided to make a 10. You can see it out of the obelisk in the sun. Just 10 of the.
That's so cool.
Obelisk.
Show what it looks like with the pens and the plotting.
Yeah. I was looking at the sun and I'm like, that's got
so
8
cool.
spikes around it. Not
I know. I should have done 10. You're totally right. I should have done 10.
Yeah. She mentioned this to me earlier today. She's like, I should have done 10.
Yeah, it's too bad.
It's good.
So what's the foot? All right. So if you want to see how some of these came about, we can show you.
Yep.
This is the tesseract, sort of like trying to decide what to do with the tesseract. What colors would make it sort of the most interesting. You can also see the test of the colored pencil for the flower. It's very subtle. You can see it more in person, but it's pretty subtle. So this is the fill. You can see the fill line. So I love on the tesseract in a way that you can't quite see that. Where the points of the star, you actually have some looping going on that gives it a bit of dimensionality. It's kind of really neat.
So cool. It's like another moire pattern.
Yeah.
And then when I was doing the holly, this was like, it took me like 2 seconds to draw by hand. And then it took me like all day to get it right. And so these are some experiments with the fill to make sure I was getting an even fill that wasn't too splotchy. And then, I guess I already showed this one where it's sort of like trying to figure out whether or not to use colors or what pens to use for what. And
Cool. I also approve of the listing what pens you used.
Yeah, I don't want to forget. I actually had already forgotten which medium width that I had used for a couple of them. But yeah, so
Very cool.
All right, I have one more thing to show. This is this is a video of one of Carlin's the tesseract being printed.
Yeah.
There's one going in on the test tree.
And so she figured out how to make this fill be this like curvy thing, but you don't see the curves when it's done, which I think is really interesting.
It's just the built-in.
Yeah, whatever. You figured it out.
It's very clever and built-in. I did have to go in by hand and pick what angle each one is going to be on. That was trickier for the flour. On the flour, that was at 72-degree intervals instead of 45-degree intervals, which is this one's 45-degree intervals. So that was pretty easy.
Yeah. Oh, that's so.
And suddenly there's a star there. There wasn't before.
Yeah, you can see the boxes. There's a square after square after square.
Yeah. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, lately we've just had things, and it occurred to me that last week we put up Plotter Twitter, and I was just drooling over it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then I pulled up dice, and I was just drooling over them.
Yep.
It's good. It's good to have things that are appreciated. There's so much to not appreciate right now. It's good to show things.
Yes, right, Wendy. Yes. Agreed.
Yeah, it's tricky. Mine are a little less satisfying to film because I have a lot of pen changes.
It's tough with the changes.
But they're still fun to do.
Cool.
Oh, I guess one of the things that helps. I guess one of the things that we do. I guess. Yeah, I figured out. Was the using a piece of clear transparency film when you need to calibrate when you change a pen. So for our squares, every time you change the pen, you have to rehome it at the corner, and so you have to like change the pen and then have it touch the paper. It's very helpful if you can have it touch the paper to make sure it's exactly where you want it to be. So using transparency film or glassine or something that you might have around the house that's clear tracing paper. No, not tracing paper. Tracing paper will bleed through. For some
this is the problem I was having is that like, oh, I'll use a piece of paper, but like, no, that bleeds through. And yes, you want it to touch the paper but not leave a mark. And so like, what do you do?
Yeah, so I was too lazy to go get the transparency film at first, so I used the window from junk mail. So like the windows for junk mail are usually pretty impermeable, so you can use that if you don't have transparency film on it.
And it depends how long it's touching. But there's some good paper that doesn't bleed easily.
Yeah. So we happen to have transparency film, so that's it.
Sure, yeah. Did you get that for your spells, or did you had it already?
I had it. It's just a handy craft material to have.
It is true. This is very true. I have some idea.
Cool.
Yeah, it's not really expensive. Oddly, like I looked into like what I was telling people to go get, and I'm like, wow.
Well, what are you trying to get, and where are you trying to get it?
Just a laser printable transparency, or like any kind of transparency film from a office supply store. I feel like.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be.
Yeah, I feel like when I bought it though, like 10 years ago, when I bought like 100 packs, like it wasn't nearly as expensive.
Well, that's because people were still using overhead projectors.
Yeah, I know.
And they're doing their slides on like the transparency films.
Yeah, but if you want, usually like shrink plastic film is real expensive if you get it like shrinky dinks in their like packs of 2 for $20 or something. But if you go on, like, I get mine on Amazon, get like a pack of 50 for $20.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
shrinky dinks. Yeah. I love shrinky dinks.
Yeah. I kind of miss. So I was when I was in college, I was at the era before there were like computers projecting PowerPoint slides, and so I have a couple of memories of professors coming in with these enormously complex overlays they start out with like a simple transparency, and they would fold in little like subsections and subsections from like all the different angles. It was just like amazing. I could never do it, but it was joy to watch the stack of transparency films. It was during mainframes, Jay.
Oh, you're beeping, Carlin.
That's the soup.
She
That's
does
the
that.
That's the soup, the aforementioned soup. So in future, Fried Neurons, when you ever hear the beeping, it means our soup is done.
Wait, we have soup out. Bye.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You can wait. You can wait.
Speaking of
What's that,
resin,
Barb?
it's a resin box that I made with my mama when I was up north. She had some molds, and she was like, "We're doing resin," and it's like, we don't really have time. We're doing resin. It's like, okay, but the kitchen's not very clear. The table's not. We're doing resin. So yes, we yeah.
Cool.
And
so
there's
Barb, for next week, what are your goals for Christmas next week? To finish the song.
definitely song, which shouldn't be too bad. I definitely want to have the arms. At least I want to at least know that whether this will work or not. And if it doesn't, I want to have some ideas of what to do. Otherwise, so I'm not sure what I will do if it doesn't. I might just need a stronger servo, or to make the
Don't we all?
the stuff, yeah, something strong but very small. I'd like to fix the eyes too. I was hoping to do all of that. Eventually, I've got to solder up all of the I've got to do all the LEDs for the for this.
So which is more important to you, the light or the motion?
Here's the thing. If it's not going to work well, or if it's not going to work for all of them, if I can get it to work for one, then I'll just do that, and then I'll get all the lights on them. Okay. If I can't get it to work for any of them, any of the other arms? 6, because because these arms I know work. Mm-hmm. I have tested these before. I know that they work with the stuff in there. So I would at least have 2 arms that work.
Okay, 2 arms that work, and then the lights.
Yeah, but I'll do at least 2 arms that work and the lights. I've got to hook it up to a Pi Zero or a microcontroller or something. We will see.
I have microcontrollers. Here's one.
Yeah, me too.
Here's another.
For you, so is there anything you're particularly looking forward to next week with the platter? Any of your assigned numbers particularly exciting to you?
I don't know what my numbers are next week.
They are 11, 12, 13, 16.
Oh, 11's today, isn't it? I'm behind.
No, it's fine.
11 and 12? I got 2 in a row?
11, you got 3 in a row. 11, 12, 13.
Oh, 11, 12, 13. Maybe I should do something that continues through each one.
That'd be kind of cool. And then 16.
Oh, 16 is a power of 2, so I think I should probably do something power of 2 based. Maybe I'll just do binary or something.
Sounds like you're reading off the lotto.
That's right. So and then Carlin, what has Carlin got? Carlin's got 14, 15, 17.
That's it. You got an easy week.
Yeah.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, 14, 15. 14 is the.
That's the not easy thing.
Yeah. 14 is the atomic number of silicon.
Good catch.
Yeah. So that could be interesting. That could be interesting to explore. And the 15 is like 3 5s or like 5 of these. So I might do something like geometric for that one again.
What's the 12 days of? I guess we're outside of the 12 days of Christmas numbering at this point.
Yeah. I don't think we're we were never really the 12 days of Christmas anyway.
So we should do the clicker game version of 12 Days of Christmas, where it just keeps increasing geometrically until we consume the universe or something.
So I would like to do something with like processing or P5JS or Rune.js maybe.
Yeah, generative. Yeah,
I'd like to try at least one of those this week. To
Yeah.
generate an SVG.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I think I'm almost at the limit of my ability to, or not my ability, my desire to punk around with designs inside of a graphics program. I want to start generating these plotter things with code, like, because one of the things I want to eventually be really good at is figure out how to make the most complex design without ever lifting the pen.
yeah.
You know, because while I love the thump sound of the pen hitting, I think it's really interesting to figure out the algorithms, like the way that 3D printers do the fill algorithms when they fill an area. I love to kind of do that for plotters, figure out how to draw something.
What's also really interesting though is to work with the difference between what a plotter does well, which is evenness and precision, and then what a lot of these implements were designed to do well, which like be turned and like changed in pressure and stuff like that. So these instruments that we're putting in our plotter were meant for a human hand and everything that a human hand can do with it, versus like what the plotter does like way better than I will ever be able to do, which is like perfect even one.
So first we mold a silicone hand, silicone, not silicon, and then we put some of Barb's tentacle servo actuator things in it. Then we get it to grasp a pen. Then we move on to the axi draw.
Okay. Now you were talking about the pen going down and stuff. And you were talking about designing something that never comes up and goes down. What about designing something so that the important thing is the rhythm that it creates while it's doing
the sort of thing? Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Make some music from the act of drawing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna design it in such a way that it's.
Oh, that's awesome! Yeah. Wonder how hard that would be. Probably not that hard.
Make it happen.
It's just a simple matter of programming.
Simple. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
All right, so next week, the 18th. We have to decide whether or not I don't think we're gonna on Christmas evening. We may have to move.
Yeah, that's the question. Do we do on Christmas? I mean, I'm not doing. It's just an hour. I don't know, folks. What do you think? Should we do Christmas?
We gotta celebrate Jesus.
We gotta celebrate.
The power of Christ compels you.
Fishmas. Nobody's doing the same like holiday things that they usually do. Dinner says do it.
Saturnalia.
Fishmas. On the 12th day of Fishmas.
Who's the savior of Fishmas?
The current sent to me. I will let you know next week.
Thomas Sturgeon.
That's gonna be a JC.
Oh, Jay says Wendy, Mark, and I can take over.
Oh, there you go. That would be interesting.
Okay. Sol Invictus. There is the Roman festival of the sun god Sol Invictus on December 25th.
Ooh.
I think the solstice is the 21st though.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but that's not the 25th of December is when they apparently celebrated their Roman god.
Yes, but Fishmas
Fishmas
is the 20th.
is the 26th.
That's the main day of Fish.
That's the first day of Fishmas.
Yeah. No, I think the first day of Fishmas. I feel like the first day of Fishmas should be 12 days before that. So on the last day, you got all of your fishies and stuff. You have your 12 tunas tuning, 11 lobsters pinching, 10 whales leaping, 9 cloudfish laughing, 8 stunning starfish, 7 puffins puffing, 6 pink crustaceans, 5 cuttlefish, 4 briny shores, 3 cunning cods, 2 squishy jellies, and a cephalopod party.
To the cephalopods.
Cheers! See y'all next week.
See you next week.